Hi, it's aromatherapist Dori Bell with the Blossom Bar, here with part 2 of Diffusing Wisdom. I'm doing a 3-part series on diffusing essential oils. Part 1 was about the 2 different kinds of diffusers. I covered 2 different kinds, nebulizing and ultrasonic, and kind of the pros and cons of both. Today we're going to be talking about how diffusers work, how they work to impact our bodies, and what diffusing is good for and why. And then the third one is going to be more about safety and things like that. So today let's get into how diffusing essential oils works to impact our bodies. When we diffuse essential oils into the air, it's releasing little microparticles of the essential oil, and essential oils are collections of molecules, just like everything else organic on the earth. So the molecules go into our bodies 2 different ways: through the respiratory system by breathing it in, and from there into our bloodstream, or through our olfactory system into our brains through electrical signals, and then into our bloodstream. And there's 2 different ways diffusing works. There's the brain angle and there's the respiratory system angle. Both end up in your bloodstream eventually, but through different pathways that lead to different impacts. So for the brain part of it, when we are diffusing essential oils, we get a lot of psychological, emotional, and hormonal benefits. The brain, when the molecules of the essential oil go into our olfactory system through our brains, they go up through the nasal cavity to the back, through various processes, and then the brain converts into electrical signal that goes into the brain. This is great that's why diffusers are great for anxiety, mood boosting, relaxation, focus, fear, these kinds of things are great with diffusing, because the impact goes into our brains through the essential oils in the air. You're getting very little though. I think that with diffusing, we get a very small percentage of the actual molecular content of the essential oils. If you really need a therapeutic hit of an essential oil, I would recommend putting it into a blend and inhaling it cupped into your hands, like right under your nose. So you're getting as much of the molecular content of the essential oil as possible. But diffusing is a wonderful, gentle way of creating a mood in the house, relaxation if someone's anxious, or if you just want a pleasurable, relaxing environment. That's great, because that's the brain is keyed in with the essential oils molecularly. What happens though is the brain does turn off that kind of stimuli, because it turns off repeated stimuli. So if you're diffusing, as I mentioned in the first one, if you're diffusing over long periods of time, your brain will turn off all the psychological and emotional benefits, just because it needs to be ready for new stimuli. So get a diffuser that has the intermittent timer, so it goes on for 10-20 minutes and off for 10 or 20 minutes. That way you'll continue to get the good benefits for your brain. What's also happening when you diffuse is it's going into your respiratory system through inhalation. So it's going into your lungs, it's getting your sinuses. It's great for chest congestion, coughs, anything to do with the respiratory system, because it's an actual local effect on those body systems. What also happens when you inhale something is through the lungs, it does go into your bloodstream as well, having a systemic effect, just like with the brain. Great for central nervous system issues like we talked about with the brain: anxiety, worry, focus, when you want to relax, things like that. It also processes through the liver and kidneys, so you'll have a good benefit if you're trying to do something to help, to impact the way that liver and kidneys are working. So again, very gently though, because you're not really getting a whole lot when you're breathing it in through a diffuser. Okay, so if you have any other questions about diffusing essential oils, pop them into the comments and I will answer them at the next video. Thanks.